Hello everybody, I'm drowsy as shit and we're playing Assassin's Creed Unity. You know, Unity, the absolute goonity. You know, one of the older Assassin's Creed games now, isn't it? Doesn't make much sense. What's this? Alchemical symbol. This symbol resembles this found in the Book of Elizar. It likely means that the entrance to the Flames laboratory is near. That the Flammels laboratory is near. Well, I don't give a shit. So, I thought we'd revisit Assassin's Creed Unity because I was feeling lonely and wanted some company with my stream boys. And also, I wanted to have a little bit of what I call Assassin's Creed therapy after Assassin's Creed Odyssey's Fate of Atlantis expansion made me go, okay, well, I really don't feel satisfied at all. Okay, so we're just gonna have a bit of fun. We're gonna run about like morons. What's going on? I'm a bit confused. There was no marker then to chase a thief or anything, so I'm a bit disappointed. Co-op? I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna do co-op. I wasn't a huge fan of the co-op in Unity. It was very boring. I just like running around. It's oddly satisfying, isn't it? See, all this parkour. I'm trying to make up funny nicknames for everything because that's just who I am. I take after my dad. Yeah, I just like running around and doing the bits and playing an Assassin's Creed game that, for all its flaws, at least felt like Assassin's Creed. Right, let's customize our character a bit, shall we? Equipment, colors. We want to change these colors up. I reckon we'll go basic, because basic looks pretty sick. Try to find the more advanced version of. See, you've got Arno's original coat, and then there's one that looks exactly like it. I'm trying to remember, it's Arno's tailored coat, isn't it? I like his original coat. It looks really nice. It does absolutely fuck all for you, but oh well. There is a tailored version right in there. Arno's master coat. Basically more or less the same, except it's got shoulder pads. The back we want the backs to look consistent, because from the back, look at that lighting on it, like how the lighting hits the blue. It's kind of satisfying, oddly speaking. I am Iron Man snapping. Okay, it's enough talking about any of that stuff. We won't be having any spoilers there. Let's change the time of day. I need some light. I need some light to wake me up. We're gonna go to afternoon. Let's burn Jerusalem to get Assassin's Creed Remake for free. But they'd have to remake it first, wouldn't they? So, there's a flaw in your plan. They haven't remade it. What the fuck? It's a bit of a shadow, don't you think? Yeah, Jesus Christ. Don't think a shadow would be quite that potent. So this lighting is so bright that it actually affects performance. So I find it to be the most amusing time of day to play in as well, because the lighting is just... There's something satisfying about the photorealism of the graphics in Unity, even though the lighting is just insanely silly. Oh, I love a bit of lag. Who doesn't love a bit of lag? Right, boy, what do you want? Oh yeah, there we go. Glitch 1 of the day and glitch 2 of the day in one. These goon dogs, they committed 2 glitch crimes in the same time. I would revisit Syndicate, but that would imply that revisiting Syndicate would do anything good for me. Which I'm not entirely sure what to do with that one. I mean, we could do, because nobody would ever touch Syndicate, would they? We could consider it scientific research if you want. Dead Kings is the best thing about this game. Oh yeah, I do like me some Dead Kings. Dead Kings, Dodd Kangs is lovely. Go to Notre Dame. There. You want me to climb up Notre Dame? It's literally... We're here now. See, this door? It's part of Notre Dame. There we go, we've gone to Notre Dame. Goodbye. There's a crime going on. What? There's supposed to be markers and things as to where these thieflings are. Never mind. Although those voice lines are delivered with 10 times the enthusiasm of anything in Odyssey, so can't complain. The game is a bit too loud, is it? Okay, let's turn it down. There we go, you're welcome. Wear violet outfit like Thanos. Running around looking like Thanos. Man like Thanos. I like the fact that assassins in this game are supposed to blend in with people when the assassins don't blend or look like other people. Yeah, no, they've just got hoods. Not many people tend to have hoods. Unless they're up to something in which they don't want anyone to know it's them. But at the same time, it's not like everybody's actively looking for assassins specifically. Because most people don't know they exist. So, although they're armed and running around, it's not like they're breaking the law in itself there. They might be suspicious, and it is a bit silly, but, you know, it is what it is. Ah, glitches galore, love them. See? Burn down Notre Dame. No, let's not be doing that. We can synchronize, even though I've already, like, you know, synchronized this viewpoint probably 60 million times, just for the sake of the landmark. You're welcome. You're welcome, boys. I did it for you. It is a beautiful landmark. I'll give it that. Let's go. I wish this game had a photo mode. That would be great. But photo modes weren't even cool back then. I like the pop-ins in which characters just change the look entirely. Like, it makes some real immersive experiences when the characters change their appearance right in front of you. It's happening at all times. And people say, I don't notice any glitches when playing Unity. How do you not notice them? How do you not notice these pop-ins and characters appearing out of nowhere and changing form and all that shit? How do you not notice it? I love that assassination. I fucking love that assassination. It's just so satisfying. The assassination animations in this game. All the animations in this game, really. They're satisfying. See? This is what I mean. How do you not notice this? It's pretty out there, isn't it? See? That guy's morphing like mad. See? How do you not notice that? How is that not count as a glitch? That is the very definition of a glitch. It's mad. Do you like the game? What, Unity? Put it this way, I like it more than Odyssey by quite a bit. And I enjoy Unity, so I guess so, to be fair. I guess I do like Unity. Will you play Mafia 2 in the near future? I don't know, man. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'll maybe I'll give it a go. Who knows? It's all depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling like playing something new, I'll bear Mafia 2 in mind. Except, you know, knowing me, when I play something new, there's it just comes to the question: will I enjoy it? Because Mafia, it's been a while, hasn't it? So I'm not sure if I could bring myself to stream that or whatever, and I don't think anyone would actually show up, to be fair. It's like the time I tried to stream Mass Effect and nobody showed. Well, was very happy about that. It's just a case of what works, isn't it? That would work. Parkour downtime. You could just jump off the building in Odyssey because there's no fall damage. It would be fine. I've caught the man. Give me back the Wonga. Thing is, though, I don't even do anything. I don't return the stuff to the whoever. I just tackle the man for no reason and then get off on my way. I just slid under that for no reason. I love sliding under things. It's so funny. Would you consider playing a Persona game, Fishy? I don't know. I've never really touched that franchise. No, I haven't at all, so I wouldn't know. What's it like? Can I slide under a haystack? No, I can't. I'm in the haystack. Lovely. Let's kill these guards. These guards smell. See? It's quite satisfying, isn't it? Which Mass Effect did you stream, Fishy? The first one. I wanted to stream through all three, but nobody showed up, so it just turned out it wasn't gonna be efficient or anything. So there's one of those ones where you just have to sort of let it go. I can play Mass Effect in my own time. I like how he didn't do anything in that time that I gave him. I just gave him enough time to know that I was going to kill him, and then I killed him. The game's gameplay is great, but the story is kind of shit, you know. What, Unity's? I mean, the story... I'm not too fussed about what they tried to do with it, but at the same time, it just came across as Arno wanting desperately to get laid. And failing. Hello, buddy. How you doing? Up here. Hi. Ah, how's that? Thing is, though, I really did get quite used to Unity's combat when playing it. Like, something that you can just get back into. You can get back into the swing of it. The swing. But, yeah, you know, I full-on intended that pun the moment I realised I was going to say the word the swing. So, yeah. You get into it. Like, it's quite simple to get back into. It takes a while to learn at first. But once you're, like, stupidly high level, it doesn't matter. Hi, Fish. Hello, Lawrence. What's happening there? Wee bloop. I call this the testicle. Pubic lice. What's this? Hello? How are you? I hear people screaming and shit in this game because I killed the man right in front of them. It's the French Revolution, you're used to it. Get over yourselves. I need to sort out my HUD. That I just realised. Let's get the HUD on. There we are. Now I look sick. There we are. I found a rusty horseshoe on that guy. Who carries around a rusty horseshoe? I don't understand. Do you just search his pocket and you find a rusty horseshoe and you go, what the fuck's going on there then? Does he go, nah, I have no idea myself, if I'm being honest with you. Hi lads, how you doing? It's me. Don't mind me just killing these people. I'm here, but I'm in and out. That's alright. It's a stream, of course people are going to comment, indeed. Will you play online? I don't know. I don't know if I will or if I won't. I'm just revisiting Unity to have a little bit of a faff about and have a bit of fun with the boys, and the boys being me and myself. You know. I like how there's people in there completely oblivious to the fact that I massacred the only people keeping them safe. Fucking aristocrat filth. Oh. Maybe they weren't safe after all. That guy's run. That is amazing. Wait, hang on. Is he still running like mad? Where are you going, mate? Choose a direction and run in it. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that the most amazing run you've ever seen? If not, then why? There we go. That's 2 more dead. 2 more dead to my name. I am an assassin of El Creed. Who's this man? I'm still watching this guy run. He's got stamina, hasn't he? I think he's running out. He's slowing down. Will he eventually stop? That's what I want to know. Or can I follow him through the entire city? If you don't know, I'm following the guy in the blue tailcoat. If that's what it is. What are you pointing at? Why are you indicating with your arms? You're not a fucking cyclist, are you? You done? Sorry. Sorry, I completely Achilles Davenported him, but he wasn't strong enough. That was satisfying. That was fun. Something going on over here. I don't have time to loot the corpses. Nor do I care, really, but okay. Stabby, stabby. Arno is Thanos. Stop talking about fucking Thanos. I can kill people along the way of my journey and still keep up with these bastards. You're right there. Okay then. Would you like an Assassin's Creed game that is multiplayer with the movement of Assassin's Creed Unity and the customization for Unity as well, but the map of 1,000 players the size of the Origins map? I don't know. No, not really. I believe we are on course. I obey finger circle statue. I don't think Assassin's Creed would really make for an MMO, would it? We all know that Ubisoft will eventually do an Assassin's Creed MMO and it will be atrocious because multiplayer has never really been Assassin's Creed's strong suit. Even in Brotherhood Revelations and 3 and Black Flag, although the multiplayer was great fun there, it worked and all, it didn't really, beyond itself what it was, it didn't innovate much and it kind of grew stale by Black Flag. And then Ubisoft were kind of stumped as to where to go from there. There's only so many things that they could do. I'm Bob, the Rusty Horseshoe Carrier. Hello, Bob, the Rusty Horseshoe Carrier. Thank you for the $2 US super chat, Valentine Jewel. I appreciate it. Ah, fuck. You actually did me in there, sir. Hats off to you. But I'm gonna kill you now. You're dead, just like my granddad. Ha! Hey look everybody, it's Ross from The Fate of Atlantis getting about watching us. Pigeons aren't real. Fact. You ever seen a pigeon and gone, that's not real? Unity has some online. Unity does have online, but the co-op is quite stale. They could do so much with that actually, create their own assassinations and things, but at the same time, that co-op isn't what I would consider to be a high quality co-op. It's fun to faff around with friends, but if you're just playing the co-op for the sake of playing the co-op, it's not really that fun. It's just a bit, I don't know what the word is for it. It's just a little bit on the silly side. Let's catch this dickhead. Go! You can still chase him, it'll be fine. Slit the man's throat because he needs to die. Get back here, you scrawny fucker. I'm not even going to shoot you, I'm not going to waste the bullets. Don't mind me. You see, I wasn't a huge fan of the multiplayer in Unity. I like the concept, don't get me wrong. But it feels as if when they do that, they have to take away from the actual storytelling element which made Assassin's Creed. And as a result, they've sort of taken a step back from multiplayer entirely, realising it's not what Assassin's Creed is, even if there is a direction that they could take it in if they tried. Come say hello, will you? Let me in. Let me in now. Okay. Another door to unlock. Ermi sounds like a pirate. Thanos should just yeet instead of snap. Using words like yeet, I have a question. Do you actually get along with humans? Stab. I could have done that stealthily, if I gave a shit. I like what it says I vanished. Oh, I did actually. The man's dead. Fishy, did you watch Endgame yet? No, I haven't, so please don't spoil it for me. I know some of you are going to be arseholes and do it anyway, but that's okay, because somebody's already done it. That doesn't mean you do it too. Don't continue in their arsehole ways. I swear to God, when it comes to actually seeing it, if somebody spoils it on the way in, I'm going to kick the shit out of them. I'll happily go to prison for it. I will kick the shit out of them. Wait, hang on. Can you not get sued for shouting spoilers out of a cinema? Because in theory, you've completely ruined the film, and thus you've damaged the sales. You've harmed the sales of that cinema, so that cinema could then sue you for it. In theory. Because, you know, once it's spoiled, you're not really going to watch it, are you? I mean, you might. But I know some people who hate spoilers so much that if something's spoiled for them, then they don't see a point in watching it. So that is a possibility. This is probably the last game that took the Assassin's Creed lore seriously. I mean, Origins did. It took the Assassin's Creed lore seriously. It was just... It was stuck between two games that really didn't. If you know what I mean. Well, I think that might have landed on someone, right? No? Nobody dead? No, nobody dead. Right, lovely. See, Origins took Assassin's Creed lore seriously. It's just a case of it was placed in between two games that haven't. A lot of people seem to forget about it. And at the same time, at the time of Origins' existence, AMR Azasia was essentially running Assassin's Creed lore through the mud, trying to cover up plot holes and accidentally making more of them. And I can respect what he was trying to do. It was just, you know, just didn't turn out too well, even if he doesn't see it that way. And yeah, Assassin's Creed Unity wasn't the last Assassin's Creed game as of yet to take the lore seriously as Origins did, but I do miss I do miss expecting games about Assassins and Assassin's Creed to be Assassin's Creed in the way that Unity sort of, in the Unity style. I like that little hype period that Unity and Co had. It was such a, like, where you could actually expect something from Assassin's Creed. I mean, probably shouldn't it with regards to what Unity turned out to be, but in that hype period, it was, you know, it was quite a bit more blissful. Like, Assassin's Creed only had a few blips at that point, and you know, it was just a case of we can still expect a decent experience. Whereas now, it depends on where you're sitting on the fence, doesn't it? Play Assassin's Creed Rebellion. I think I'd rather stick pins in my eyes. Look at this man with a French flag and a tinfoil hat going on. I call him my dad. He's a sound guy. The best Assassin's Creed game is Black Flag. I should probably go to Cafe Theatre or whatever it's called. I think it's Cafe Theatre, your mum's debt. Okay. Let's go to the chest in Cafe Theatre. I don't like saying French words in French, even though I try my best, otherwise French people will be like, you don't say it like that, you say it like this. And it's like, fair enough. If somebody said Basingstoke wrong, I think I'd be upset too. I genuinely would find it quite funny if someone said Basingstoke wrong. It'll be even funnier if I'm saying it wrong now. Like I was with Berkshire in my Red Dead Redemption 2 video about Gavin, where I said it was Berkshire, but that's because I was unfamiliar with it. Didn't know it existed up until that point, but it's Berkshire. Came in here for those 188 livres. You know how it goes. You look like a character from Dishonored. Who are you?
It seems someone has been helping themselves to the wine cellar.
Some light-fingered servant, no doubt. I've seen that gardener poking about in places where he oughtn't.
I wasn't aware he had a key.
Thieves hired on under peculiar circumstances. Who's to say what criminal tricks he's picked up?
I hired him as a favor to Augustin.
And Monsieur Grisier's never...
That conversation just abruptly ended.
Care for some dinner, sir?
That conversation abruptly fucking ended, and I'm not happy about it. The conversation should not abruptly end like that. How does one get to that chest? It's downstairs, okay. Let's try and find it. I'm trying to find a way to it. I don't like conversations that abruptly end. It makes me unhappy. Because abrupt ending is the story of my existence. And I'm sure it will be. Thanks, Thanos. Drop down the hole now. You moron. There we go. Can't see anything down here, but okay, fair enough. How? I miss the days of this. These big up puzzles that I don't understand. I never will, I'm sure. See, in Odyssey, you just climb the wall. It would be fine. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh no, I see. Trying to get that to open, essentially. So I'm sure it was before. Before I did something, it was open. Or am I just seeing things? Maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe I was hallucinating and I don't give a shit. Let's leave. Because I can't be asked for that nonsense. Find 10 fragments by completing Nostradamus enigmas. But I don't want... No. No. I can't be asked. I must leave. Let's go. Do-do-do-do-do-do. 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 Where are you going? Upstairs, you fucking moron. We can train with the man. So these are the rankings. You got recruit, advanced recruit, elite recruit, trainee, advanced trainee. I'm reminding myself of these: elite trainee, apprentice, advanced apprentice, elite apprentice, soldier, advanced soldier, elite soldier, enforcer, advanced enforcer, elite enforcer, veteran, advanced veteran, elite veteran, officer, advanced officer, elite officer, champion, advanced champion, elite champion, assassin, advanced assassin, elite assassin, master, advanced master, elite master, and then you've got legend. And I don't know how I've managed to play enough Assassin's Creed Unity to do all of those. But I guess it has something to do with gameplay that was actually fun. See, it's not all impossible. Hey, pussy monster, let's do some training. I just want to do some free training. Let's do. Can we do any like? No, we can't. We can't do like. You can't do like free for all training where you fuck the man up, which would be sick. That man's a dick. Sod him. Let's go. Wear the Master Assassin outfit. Dodd Kangs. I am Arno Victor Doorknob, the greatest man to ever achieve pussy. I don't like his Master Assassin outfit, I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's a bit too out there. I think this is more what an assassin would wear as opposed to that, somehow. That just definitely no, not Iron Mask. I like this outfit though, I'll give it that. Running around like a fucking moron. Dun, 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 dun. Go to the Elise letters. No, I'd rather not feel nothing while listening to Arno pretend to be sad. I'm glad Elise is dead. Now I get to be a happy man. And besides, I know I'm going to get laid anyway. You're reliving my memories in a fucking Animus Helix, but, you know, close enough. He got... It's safe to say that Arno got some form of pussy later on. So, you know. Right. That's enough talking like a moron, and let's climb through this window. Let's climb through this window. The black Altair, I don't have that outfit. It's the one that was in that little thing. I never really did that. Never really did the Thomas de Carneon or whatever it was. Or Doma, or whatever. They're a preset colour you can use. You what? Not with this one, there aren't. That's because that's an outfit. Let me unequip the outfit. Let's get creative, shall we? See, let's get creative. Right, okay, chest. Let's change this chest because that's the really not so happy upgraded Arno one. Coat of Franciard. It's got a cape on it, and I'm not. Master Brigand coat. Why not? They're fine. That's fine. They're fine. And what about the head? I like this. Okay, that looks a bit out there, doesn't it? Detective penis. I like the more, what's the word? Subtle hoods. The hoods that don't draw too much attention and don't do too much. We'll just go with the hood of Franciard. Why the fuck not? They should have introduced a load of new like choices in the DLC, really. That's my only real flaw with Dead Kings. Other than that, solid expansion. They did introduce some outfits. Let's actually change this chest to the Ting of Franciard then, which is part of the which is actually from the DLC. Actually, no. Hello. Now we look like a grumpy man who's just got yellow body. Now tell me that's not disgusting. I reckon brown sands is what we're going to go for. And this is what we've created. We've created an assassino who looks like he wants to die. British Arno outfit. That would just be white or red, wouldn't it? The Sans-Culottes hoods are good. Yeah, but I don't like the look of them. That's the problem. Has held the long jump world record for 200 years. Yeah, he has held the long jump record for quite a while, the stingy bastard. Let's set a marker as far away from the central area as possible. Where are those slums to? Are they up here? I think they're around this. Well, I'm trying to figure out where the slummy area of Paris is. I think it's around here. Let's go to here. Pirate Arno outfit. This is the... That makes me vomit. This is the Pussy Monster Arno outfit. What's your opinion on Connor's robes? They look good on Connor. That's it. Hi, I'm new to YouTube. I'm not, unfortunately. Welcome. I like how it clears that gap. That's 2 dead. This... Our man Arno's committing some real atrocities out here. How beast is your PC? It's getting on a bit now. It's an older PC. I still haven't put in my new graphics card, which is a GTX 1080 Ti. I'm still on a 1060, and my processor is from a few generations back. It's an i7 4790K, and I've got 16 gigabytes of shitty DDR3 RAM. But it does me good, even though it is a dated PC, and eventually I'll have to upgrade the platform entirely and get a new PC probably. Considering the motherboard doesn't allow for DDR4 and things, it's going to be a must eventually. But for now, it's powering through everything for me. And I mean, I'm playing this game at a solid 60 frames per second and streaming it at 30. There don't appear to be any frame drops, though it does look a little bit janky sometimes. But I don't know what I can do about that. But yeah, I'd say solid 60 might be a bit far actually. It's 50 to 60, I'd say, maybe 45 to 60. All I know is it's running quite smoothly for me. Playing it. I just vaulted a table. I really do hop about now, actually. Now, I do wonder if this will look a little bit more... You know, the consistency seemed to be a bit of a... You know, a bit shit. The consistency just looked a bit wrong, so hopefully this looks better. Why haven't you installed your new graphics card yet? I just haven't got round to it. When I stop making one video or one project, I move on to the next thing, and I just haven't had the time. I will get round to doing it very soon. Probably like next weekend or something. Probably just pop it in as a part of the job. How to fix the frame rate? Do you know how to fix the frame rate for Unity? I have 1060 3GB, i7 7700K, 4.2 GHz and 8 GB of RAM. Okay, Unity doesn't really behave well on 8 gigs of RAM, I find. It might run fine when you're playing it, but when you close it, your computer's going to be slow for ages. So you're going to need it, ideally, I have 16 gig, and I noticed an immediate improvement in performance in the game, even then. So the RAM's a problem though, I'd say. Not necessarily a big one, but just a little one. 8 GB of RAM's enough to play a game, but the computer itself will slow down as you're doing it. So I like to add a bit more RAM to my things. As for the graphics card, 3 GB of memory might just be a bit of a, you know, just might be a little low, even for back in Unity days. Like the 980 had like 4, didn't it? So that's an extra gigabyte, and even then it struggled. You know, it's really dark. I think we're gonna have to that. I like how it changes the time of day, showing you that it can completely load in the world without having to go to this, but still loads you into it. So yeah, I mean my 1060 that I'm running at the moment has 6 gigabytes and it runs quite nicely. It's just needs to be replaced with a 1080 because 1080 Ti because fuck it, overpower it, you know. It's a beautiful thing. What type of videos do you enjoy making the most, Fishy? Projects that I can really put my heart into, you know, projects on videos, usually not Assassin's Creed, unfortunately. As much as I like making Assassin's Creed content, I like the variety, and that variety gives me a bit of a sense of I'm actually doing something a bit more adventurous here, and not something that I know will get views. It'll be something that'll be a bit of a gamble to work on, but if it does start to take flight, which I don't know, it'll be a video I can be proud of. And those videos, like projects like I did a couple on the Elder Scrolls, those were quite good. It's those kinds of videos really that I really enjoy making. I enjoy making most of the videos I make. It's just sometimes I like the unique to it all. What is that? What is that thing running by my leg? I don't understand. What is it? Sir, I don't understand why. Why do you have that? That is just inconvenient. Is that to do with this? It's not. It's to do with the belt. There's nothing I can do there. I just need a chest that has a bit of a tail to it, if you know what I mean. This will have to do. Now that looks wank. Okay, let's get some colours in there. Ah, no, we're going straight Arno. Actually, I've decided. Let's get back to being ye old red Arno. Red Arno day. We'll go for this one. Why not? Actually, I am Thanos. Let's go. Do penis. I love faffing about with this. They should have had more in-depth stuff going on in their customization. And by that I mean just more of that shit, and that would have been great. More variety of things to choose from. Make yourself look absolutely peng, and then have you run around like a moron. And that would have been great. The Athenians are playing an attack on our navy, and they can fucking take the navy. I don't give a shit. I'm playing Unity, me. That was the Joker for a second. Those colours. I am. Yeah. It does have a bit of a Joker to it. It's like purple and there's like a yellowy green to it. Yeah, I can't bring myself to run around like this. Because, I mean, the colours are just too out there, too loud and proud. But then again, I could go bright red and I'd be preaching words I don't practice. There we go, we're all white now. We're all white. And that makes me immediately racist. It's probably more the fact that I've made that joke that makes me apparently racist, which I'm not. But you know, I do like white and how it reflects in this game. Makes for good robes. And I mean, the assassin white is nice as well, but the red accents just looks sick. Running around like a goon buffoon, do-do-do-do-do. Running around the table a long way because this is a route to me. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. I did good there. I feel good. I feel like I've done my cardio for the day. Honestly, I kind of hate the customization in this game, not because of the styles. No, I don't like the fact that what you upgrade. Well, I don't like the fact that they haven't separated upgrading from the look. So you upgrade your overall character, and your look doesn't matter, and how you choose to look in the game. That's completely irrelevant. That's how it should be. A lot of RPGs, even The Witcher, does that, where they make some like gear specifically better than others, and fair enough. But I just personally would prefer to be able to choose how I look. But you know, upgrade my my abilities and health separately. That's my biggest critique with the customization in Unity, and the customization in like Odyssey as well. Origins didn't do it. The Witcher does it. It's a critique I have with that, and Skyrim also does it because there's not enough variety at the top there. Well, The Witcher does have a lot of variety at the top, to be fair, but even then, there's not enough variety at the top there in games like Skyrim. Odyssey does, I guess, but at the same time, Odyssey does have the variety. I'll give it that. But at the same time, you just want to look sick, which you can do now. When they added it in, didn't they? They added in the look thing where you could change how your gear looks on top, but you still have select gear on, which is a pretty cool feature. I'll give it that. But games like what are we looking at? Unity, Skyrim, they don't have enough variety at the top there for you to look good and be good. It's either be good or look good. And I mean, if it comes between running around wearing a pixie hood, like a moron, or having low health but looking pretty sick, I'm gonna find the compromise. I'll go for looking decent because it'll be nice. Fishy, I'm retarded. That and they see you when they're black because the Lees died. Have you done all the co-op missions? I've done them all in this DLC. I've done all the co-op missions, but I don't understand what that amounts to. The medieval armor is the best, is it though? Each assassin has their strong points. Ezio's good at stealth. Connor specialise in combat. I don't think Ezio was particularly amazing at stealth. I don't think that's what his abilities were. I think Ezio, above all else, was a charismatic character. And it was his charisma that made him an effective assassin at the same rate. I can't get to him. I'm gonna have to leap of faith. Assassin's Creed. Hello, sir. It is me. Do 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 do. It's like he knows I'm coming for him. I'm just outside Melbourne. Epic man. I'm from Australia. Epic style. We got some Australians in the chat. One of them is one of my moderators. I'm surprised he's got decent internet connection, but fair enough. Don't take that personally. Who knows? Who knows what runs in the mind of them Australians? I've heard that they're all actors and they're all actually just in a warehouse somewhere putting on this weird accent. But fair enough. That Australia isn't real as an actual belief that some people have. It's magical. It's magical that some people think that Australia isn't real. Got quite a lot of Australians in this chat, which is epic times. Edward Kenway was pretty stealthy too, surprisingly. He was.
Having trouble? It's a tough one, isn't it?
It is true that Edward Kenway was quite a stealthy character.
What's all that then?
He was quite the stealthy geezer. He just ran around doing his bits. Big Dave is cute. I'll have you know, Big Dave is a bot. He just called the bot cute. Fuck, why didn't the parry work then? There we go. Must have pressed it in a bit late. Oh well. Just have to keep going. Penis. Penis. Pretty sure I killed you both. Saying penis as I did it. What I don't understand is how the red clears up on the white though. That should surely stain it, shouldn't it, in theory? Now that it's on there, it would stain forever. Russia. I read my chat sometimes and I wonder, why am I still alive? Why must God punish me? Because I read the chat and I just look over, the first thing I see is the word Russia. Don't know why that in itself makes me go, okay. But sometimes I read chat messages and they just make me want to commit unspeakable acts. It's just one of them. Australia isn't real. By the way, have I mentioned the Earth is flat? I've joined the ranks of the Fishy Brotherhood. Oh yeah, flat earthers are amazing. I've taken to, whenever I find out someone's a flat earther, I tell them about the Flat Earth Society that I found in Switzerland, called Dignitas. See what they say about that one. Don't Google Dignitas if you don't know what it is. And if you know what it is, then you'll understand. Yeah. Dignitas. What's your opinion on Connor Fishy? Sound guy, guess. Do you play on PC or console, by the way? I play on PC most of the time, but I also play on PlayStation. I used to be full on PC, but then I got a PS4, and yeah, I love the PS4 so much. And what with the new generation coming in, I'll definitely have to splash on one of those. Whether that, I'll probably be PS5 to be fair, whenever that comes. I will probably have to. So I go between the two. I play both sides if you want to be dramatic about it. I actually revisited Syndicate recently after Assassin's Creed Remastered, and the combat system I actually enjoyed compared to the Odyssey combat. Well, I mean, maybe I will. Who knows? I reckon we'll revisit Syndicate next, and we'll be able to see if it's doing me any any favours. We'll see if it's behaving its bloody self. Would you join the Assassins? Honestly, no, because I quite like life. I like to enjoy my life and just, I'm not really into that kind of shit. And also if the Templars are about as well, then I've learned they're just as bad as each other, as that's the angle that this franchise has decided to tackle Assassins and Templars at. So I've got no reason to want to be a bloody assassin if assassins were real. Not saying that they're not. If they are, if you're watching this, Assassins, please don't kill me. But if you are real, also I want to know, why the fuck do you take the moral high ground even though you literally kill people? I don't understand. All these questions you guys are asking Fishy has probably answered hundreds of times. Ask unique questions. Hey, who are they? How are they gonna know what has or hasn't been asked? If they want a question answered, then fair enough. The only question that I don't really like answering is what's your favourite Assassin's Creed game, or besides this, that, and that, what's your favourite blah blah blah, because I already know the answer to those ones. And also, I'm not a huge fan of who's your favourite Assassin's Creed character, because I mean, they just don't like the answer, and then they go, besides from Ezio, who's your favourite Assassin's Creed character? But we're like, Ezio, I've just answered who's my favourite Assassin's Creed character. Gets to a point where like, besides this, that, and that, who's your favourite that? And I mean, at that point, that's not a favourite, is it? That's just a thing that is there. I'm not actually answering a question of substance. I don't mind those questions. I do mind those questions, but most questions that I've been asked for before, I don't mind answering again, provided I haven't like made full-on videos about them, or if they're just absurd questions. Flat Earthers go to Elysium in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Oh no. Rip Batman. Lovely. Love it. That's the question, I mean, Fishy. Fair enough. I'd love to be an assassin. Templars are real, but Assassin's Creed made them way worse than they were. Yeah, no, Templars were just monks that were responsible for the creation of modern banking, weren't they? They were warrior monks, the Knights Templar, but they did create a more modern banking system. So they did alright. I do believe that's something that I learned in history class at college. There was a lot of like random pointless trivia. My history tutor was quite into his pointless history trivia, and that came up during the Crusades. He just went, "And did you know what they're responsible for making that we show you today? Would it be modern banking by any chance?" Yes. You know, it's like, thanks, mate. And yeah, he gets excited when it comes to people going. Yeah, people tend to say that they know about the Crusades because of Assassin's Creed, and it was quite an amusing one. It was like, well, yeah, true. And he gets excited about whenever he gets mentioned, even though he doesn't play games. So it's one of those ones. I don't know how many times I've circled this now. Probably nonce, nonce. It's fucking. The revolution is bloody chaos, isn't it? Oh, that was sick. Okay, then. I don't understand what tactical advantage that was. Because Greeks like mythology. Nightfall TV series about Templars is pretty good. Yes, it is. And I do believe Season 2 features Mark Hamill in it. So, I do look forward to watching those. I don't think they're airing in the UK yet. But I have watched the first season and it's fucking sick. I like it. It's a good series. About a lovely man who's just a Templar, getting about doing his Templar things, you know, breaking every vow in the book. How old are you? 64. I know I don't look it, but it's because I take care of myself, I promise. We just learn mythology. Epic times. Hello, how you doing? I've killed a couple blokes. I am the last man standing. I'd rather you'd not disclose my age to people, to be fair. I mean, it's just one of them ones. I don't know why, I don't like talking about my age. What would your opinion be on third party of Assassins and Templars that realised both sides were equally as fucked? Created a third centric party. I do believe they are called the instruments of the first will, but not necessarily centric, but they are a third party, if you will. So if you read the comics, you'll find that they've done every single thing that you expect them to do, which they shouldn't do. Is it me, or am I the only one who doesn't recognise anyone in the chat except for Ben Harris? I mean, I don't tend to recognise very many people. I don't even recognise a few people. We've got Triss, we've got Edgy Storms, Zeppafu, Ben Harris, obviously. People who show up on the reg. Just the mums. I just dropped from the sky and killed people. Oops, sorry lad, no worries. I fell offended. Edgy Storms, I'm here every stream. Mario's there as well. I recognise quite a few heads in the chat. There's always people I don't recognise in the chat, but then again, that's probably more so my own fault because I can't remember everyone's names. Than that, there's probably a lot more people who are returning to streams than I would give credit. But you know, I can't really keep tabs on every single person who watches my stream, considering how bloody many of you there are now. So I don't know every subscriber I have on a first name basis as much as I'd love to. It's just one of them ones, unfortunately. So wait, what's that centric party called again? The Instruments of the First Will, I think it was. I don't know whether they're still about or whatever, but I think they had a purpose within the main story that they continued in the comics and decided to not do in the games. They became like a third party that was involved, if you will. So they're definitely worth doing a bit of research into. I don't think there's too much known. Just know that they're essentially just more or less carrying out the will of Juno amongst the assassins and Templars doing their shenanigans during that time period. And don't ask what they did in a comic. It would have been great. It involves Desmond's son, but you know, why do they do that in a comic? I don't fucking know. Fishy, remember me? No, I have no fucking clue who you are, Mario. As per usual. I don't know why I went stupidly West Country there, but fair enough. You wouldn't happen to be that man who makes all those memes, would you? Oh yeah, you are. Right. Fishy, do you recognise me? Yeah, I recognise Purple Arrow. Yeah, there you go. It's another face. God, I hate those people, Mario. Thanos Assassin. Is Unity still free on Uplay? I wouldn't know. Maybe it is. I need to scratch my... Yeah, that is. I'm glad to see this game still has players that plays it. At the moment, I think it's literally just me. I made a video on this. I didn't expect that video that I made on Unity to get so many views. It's just titled Assassin's Creed Unity is relevant again, so got 250,000 views almost. Like, why has that happened in the week that it's been up? I don't understand. It's just a video where I'm fucking about in Assassin's Creed Unity because Ubisoft made it free, and it was like it was kicking off. It was a good time. To be fair, most people have been around longer than me here. Who knows? Maybe, but they don't have your ability to chat with the boys in the Discord and do sick times. Oh, by the way, there is a link to the Discord in the description if you want to go ahead and join it. We have a good time over there. Provided you're a sound guy, yeah, or girl if you happen to be, but I doubt that would happen because every time somebody who it happens to be female joins that server, everyone goes crazy. It's funny because I don't know if it's because a lot of people in the server have a lack of or a lack of interaction with. I don't know. I just think they don't leave the bedrooms very much. So, if you want to join the Discord, go ahead. Link in the description. We're a nice community. We're a nicer community than people make us out to be. Especially if you're coming from the broader Assassin's Creed community. A lot of the time, so the Four Pillars. That's the Badlands. Don't go over there. It's not. It's not the Badlands by any stretch of the imagination. Believe me, I've been to some proper Badlands in my time. And the Four Pillars community Discord is a nice place. Provided you're not an arsehole. If you are an arsehole, it does kind of it gets quite hairy quite quickly because we have got a limited tolerance to people who are coming in to be dickheads. If you say we don't like people with opposing opinions to us, we don't dislike people with opposing opinions to us. We like reasonable people is what we like. People who have reasoning behind their arguments, or if they don't do that, at the very least can understand and respect other people's opinions, and then we can respect theirs. It's quite simple, you know. I don't understand why there's such a bad rap around us going, well, this guy's being very forceful with his opinion, let's ban him. He goes, oh, but they didn't respect my opinions. Sorry, this is a tangent and a half. A running joke is to freak out when a girl shows up. Yes, it's almost like you're all insults. From thirsty Discord. Well, very, very much so. I think a lot of people in there are sexually repressed, but you know what can you do? Come to our Discord, it's epic. Don't listen to them. To Mutated Fern. Yeah, he made a few videos going me versus the community Discord. I think we shouldn't really give it any more acknowledgement than that. He made that video. I thought, fair enough. First video, that's quite funny, to be honest with you. I don't understand what's happened there. I'm going to stay as far out of it as possible, all the while acknowledging that it seems like nonsense. Then he made a few more because he knew that it would get him attention. So you've got to be careful with those guys. That's all I've cautioned, and you know. And then people believe he might have just come in and on alts and spoiled Infinity War, Endgame, but I doubt that somehow. If he spoiled Infinity War, nobody would give a shit. He's a year too late. Let's see how the stream's doing, views-wise. Oh shit, it's not letting me do my bits. Right, let's have a look. Oh, we're doing okay. We can get cracking with this. The Discord link might be expired, Ethan. I don't think it is, because I checked it the other day. It was fine. Why would... No, it's fine. The link is fine. The link still works. Because I clicked it and it immediately goes to the 4 Pillars Community Hub. So that's how I know that the link is perfectly fine. Yeah, that's another thing. Moderators, can you stop expiring the links, please? I get that it's just inconvenient to have to change it in every description. So let's not expire the links. It's happened a couple of times. I think the last time was like December or something. Don't know why I'm mentioning it now. Do you watch the Avengers Endgame? I haven't yet, so please don't spoil it. And if you do, then you're going to get permanently banned. Sorry, I just have to be forceful, otherwise people will spoil it. The thing is, though, someone's actually already come in and spoiled it for me, so I'd just rather you not be an arsehole and spoil it for other people. Did you watch Endgame yet? No, I just answered that question. Lovely. Do you think that Desmond's son will come into play further on in the games? No. I think that they've forgotten Desmond's son even exists. Desmond's son's had no appearances in games, had a mention in a game, had a mention in Brotherhood, but none of us understood it at the time. So, no. I don't think Desmond's son is coming back. Elijah Miles, what a guy. Did Lucy and Desmond make a son? No. Desmond had a son from his time as a bit of a fuckboy behind the bar in wherever he was. Was it New York? I don't even know. He was behind a bar. He was doing his bits. He knocked up a girl. That gal became pregnant with Desmond's son, who is called Elijah. Though his chosen surname I don't think is known. People refer to him as Elijah Miles based on the fact that he's a Miles by blood. But I think we've all forgotten that Elijah exists, so what does it matter? Rocket Raccoon gets sexually abused. Imagine. Do you think Layla will still be in the next Assassin's Creed? Yeah, I reckon so, somehow. Nah, you see, what they'll do is they'll make Layla's story somewhat interesting, and then they'll put it in a comic. Go play our comics. Go watch our fucking comics. What are you doing, you absolute stoner? Don't mind me running with a crowd. A crowd of people that morph. I think didn't realise this was an entire city of Slovene. So, unfortunate times. I just got a friend request on Uplay. Happy days. Do you watch any TV shows? I mean, yeah, Game of Thrones. Obviously, that's up there. I'm up to date with that. There's another episode coming soon in there, and I look forward to that one. I reckon it'll be a sick time. So yeah, of course, Game of Thrones is up there. I do look forward for the UK airing or Netflix release of Season 2 of Nightfall. I reckon that'll be a good time. And on Netflix at the moment, what is it? There's Star Trek Discovery, which is alright. I'm not quite up to date with those, I don't think, at this point. Beyond that, not really. Hello, it is me. Love me, father. Am I the only one who thinks the Assassin's Creed film was okay? No, there are a lot of people who really liked the Assassin's Creed movie. I personally think it was horrific, but, you know, just one of them ones, unfortunately. People go, you haven't really given any reasoning for it. But I have, in many videos. I think the Assassin's Creed movie just completely donkey fucked the franchise, but okay, oh, there's Mario there. Yeah, I'll accept your friend request, let's see what we can do. I'll accept it at the end, actually. Oh, no, here we are. Nah, let's get that off. Let's get that off. I'll accept it after I'm done. Bang. I like conking men's heads together. It makes me feel really good. As a strong woman. Right, let's go. You play using PC controls while this. I'm not a huge fan of that, you know. It's not nice. Well, I mean, PC controls with Assassin's Creed have always been wonky. See? The actor in the AC movie didn't do a bad job as Aguilar, though. I mean, Aguilar, he didn't do a bad job with what he had, but Aguilar wasn't a character. Aguilar was just a vessel. The only character that was actually there was Callum Lynch. Like, Aguilar existed, but he didn't have any character or personality whatsoever. He wasn't written as a character. He was written as a... He was essentially just a MacGuffin for Callum Lynch. But Michael Fassbender didn't do terribly in that film. Although Though it would be worth noting that I'm not entirely sure I've ever been a fan of Michael Fassbender, but that's probably because I'm not really too familiar with his works. But, you know, he exists. See, that's the PC controls for Assassin's Creed Unity. If you thought I was bad at Assassin's Creed before, now you've got a justified reason to say that. What the fuck, you moron? Fuck you. You just slashed that man right up for no reason whatsoever. Are you doing crowd events right now? I'm just faffing about doing the crowd events, yeah. Will you be more frequent with streams this summer? I don't know. Maybe. Depends on what's worth streaming, you know? Like, I can't magic up things to stream if there's nothing to stream, unfortunately. I've always loved PC controls. You can really sensitively move your camera for perfect movement. You can, true, but I'm playing windowed borderless at the moment. Sorry, no, windowed with a border, because that way it's easier to tab out of the game while I'm streaming. So while I'm doing this, the mouse is moving all over the place, and then I click there, and it tabs out while playing the game. So I can't really use PC controls as much as I'm not even a huge fan of them, because I prefer just the controller to it all. I like PC for the power, and the controller for the just ease of use. There's a learning curve to PC controls, whereas with the controls it's a bit more, you know, simplified for my ape brain. Fishy is my fish man. I'm just a fish in the suit of a man. If I unzip from there to there, which I'm not going to do, you'll see my goldfish face. How the fuck did Odyssey get the best rating out of any Assassin's Creed game? I don't know. I feel as if everyone must have had interns in that day with no ability to think critically. I mean, I understand liking Odyssey. You can like it as much as you want, but objectively speaking, there is no way that that's the best Assassin's Creed has ever been. I mean, Assassin's Creed has never been objectively incredible. It's always been based on it's always been based a lot on your preferences. But Odyssey, of all the games, like I just can't fathom it. Like, I can appreciate people liking the game, and I understand why they might, but I'm just personally not a huge fan of 100+ hours of just going here doing this and going there doing that, having maybe the occasional dialogue here with poorly voiced acting and absolutely no realism to it whatsoever, over the top fantasy elements that I didn't actually sign up to Assassin's Creed for, and it's essentially just filler, isn't it? So I don't know how that's happened. I would understand if Origins got the highest score of any Assassin's Creed game. It's a very similar story. There's a lot of it that's going on that is filler, and some of the dialogue in that game could be a bit janky too. But at least there was a solid core performance by Abu Bakr Salim as Bayek, and there was a great story in there as well. And also, Egypt is such a unique place that, you know, in a game, it's just unique, because I don't think anyone's actually really done Egypt quite like that before. Like, I'm sure there have been. I don't know. Have there been games that have done Egypt like that? I don't think there have. Not in the way that Origins did them. So, whereas with Greece, as much as there's bits going on, It's just not as mysterious and mystical, if you will. So not mysterious, mystical. And at the same time, there's no solid core performance there. The story there is just a means to play the game. It's just a reasoning to play the game. It doesn't give you very much setup, in the sense that you don't build a character like Bayek is developing over his game. There's no personality to the protagonist because it's all choose your own personality. Not done to the quality of Mass Effect, by the way, in which that actually affects things, whereas in Origins it really doesn't affect very much. So Origins, Odyssey doesn't affect very much. In Origins you don't have choices because it's telling a story. It's not telling your story, whereas your Odyssey, fair enough. It's a game where you create your own path and you can have a lot of fun with it, but I don't see it as the best Assassin's Creed game, and I don't see how people could, because it's just one of them. Origins is amazing. Yeah, Origins is pretty solid. I like Origins a lot. And as much as I'm not the biggest fan of Odyssey, I can appreciate the Origins elements in it. Either want to play some co-op or do you want to continue with fucking about? I'm quite content to fuck about and talk to my chat for a bit. Do you think they should keep or drop the dialogue options? Hey, new subscriber here. I've been loving your content. Can't stop watching. Cheers, Joanna Gomez. I appreciate it. Should they drop the dialogue options? Well, so there was a time when I think that they could have done something with the dialogue options. And, I mean, it turns out I might have had a bad idea because they haven't delivered it very well with Odyssey, in my opinion. But at the same time, had they put a bit more work into it and gone a bit more Mass Effect with your choices actually affecting things and your choice in personality actually affecting things that later on down the line and what you can and cannot do, I can see dialogue options actually working. But I think for the sake of Assassin's Creed is supposed to be telling us a story as opposed to giving us choices that don't really matter anyway. And if anything, they just compromise the story to give you more leeway to carry out these choices, even though the end is still the same. I feel as if they should probably just get rid of them, but that's how I feel now. As before Odyssey, I'll be like, yeah, dialogue options, why not? You know, if you're going to go RPG, why not give us dialogue options? And then with Odyssey, I realised exactly why not, and I'm like, this is probably my fault. I'm sorry, everybody. Do you think the PS4 Pro is worth the extra money compared to the standard PS4? Oh, yeah, depends, though. I mean, yeah, definitely. But it does depend on whether or not you've got that sort of... If your budget is... I mean, a regular PS4 will handle the game fine. PS4 Pro is a beautiful machine, mind. But do you have the extra income to do that? If not, then I just wouldn't push for it. I'll just get a regular PS4 because, you know, they all run the same games and they all run them relatively well. I say that, but not bad with the PS4. Depends on what you want from it, and also what your display is and all that, you know. I just like the extra power of it. It makes everything look nice. PlayStation 4 Pro is lovely. It's a lovely machine, but it does have the problem. It's quite a loud machine as well. Do co-op heists. I just can't be arsed. Imagine that. Imagine me doing co-op heists. I'd fuck about. Okay. What's your opinion on the release storylines? I heard the PS5 is going to have backwards compatibility. It better do. You know, it better bloody do. Let's do a heist, shall we? Royals, guns, and money? No. No. Let's find the... No. I like... Let's find the one with the... I need to play these in public. Ancient history, play in public. Let's find some people and we'll do some heists then, shall we? I'll just find people, and if you happen to be in the game at the time, looking for things to do, you're looking for things to do. This game will start soon. Yes, gamer. Fishy, I need your opinion. What do you think of Assassin's Creed Rogue? It's an interesting turntails of perspectives, but at the same time, we're just doing assassin things with the Templars as opposed to assassin things with assassins. So we're not actually getting up to Templar things. We're just an assassin who works for the Templars. So I'm not sure what to make of that. It's not really assassin turned Templar so much as assassin turned Templar by title. Now you're just assassinating assassins. But it is quite interesting to see the assassins from the Templars' perspective.
That's La Madeleine, one of Paris's many churches. It's currently under construction, meaning it's closed. But we've spotted the Templars going in and out of the building.
I don't know who I'm playing with.
First civilization site underneath the church, and the artifacts are being hidden in these houses. You need to get the artifacts.
Okay, who am I playing with?
Let's try a bit of assassin training. 4 chests, but only one has the goods.
Who are these boys? I don't understand who these people are, but okay. Also, why do they have ranks and I don't? Why is my rank not showing? This is done awfully, hasn't it? Now we're right in the shit of it. Do you realise the reward goes? I don't think these guys understand. Is it me that doesn't understand? Because they're shooting at them, so that's going to give away the position. But they don't understand that the reward goes down if you stay in combat and they're shooting at them from a distance, which means that they've started something. And now I'm just here because I have to be. So I don't think I realise either quite what I'm doing. I don't. So much for the reward, right? Oh fuck, what's that? What's that number on me? There's just a lot going on at the moment. This is fucking chaos. I'm the loud and proud boy. Okay, that glitched on me. Right, run, Arno. Run, you moron. They'll never find me. I've just completely ruined this game for these boys.
Nope. Try the next one.
Ha, Bishop. I've missed you, Bishop. I've missed you more than I ever thought I could miss a Bishop. Who are you? I like it when they steal your kill. What are you doing, lad? Stop it. Fucking weird, man. Steal from the correct chest.
Ding, ding.
Okay. We must escape the area. There's no way out here. There is a way out here. I think that's PC. It's not. It shows LB, RB. That's because you can sync up an Xbox controller. And now it shows keyboard and mouse. See? Now it shows controller. Now it shows keyboard and mouse. Now it shows controller. Now it shows keyboard and mouse. See? Lovely. I think one of them must be trapped behind a door or something. I hate Bishop. Yeah, Bishop's alright. Bishop exists. Bishop is who Bishop is. Bishop does the bits. So I do want to know, why does my rank not show? Is it because I'm is it because I've achieved Bell End? Fishy, when did you start losing interest in Assassin's Creed? I haven't exactly lost interest in Assassin's Creed. A lot of me has lost that passion for the community of Assassin's Creed itself. I mean, I'm not against making Assassin's Creed content, but you see, there's a lot of people in the Assassin's Creed community who will dismiss me for what I'm saying because it's me saying it. You know, like, I'll give my opinion about why I think this is not necessarily that great, for example. I'll criticise it, but because I've criticised so many other things in Assassin's Creed, it's like, nah, it must be just being negative, when in reality, maybe I have a point. And I'd rather make content in a community that actually, you know, listens or at least respects what's being said. Whereas with Assassin's Creed, there's a lot of people who won't. There's a lot of people who will just who will essentially just bite your head off if you say anything bad about their sacred franchise. It's a very small minority, but they have the loudest voices, and it really takes away from the passion of making Assassin's Creed content regularly, which is why I can't do it. I have to space it out with other content now. And I love, you know, and I love making other content as well, so it works in my favour that I make more variety in my content, and that's just, you know, I'm pleased. Can I play this 4K on a 4GB RAM? Am I okay, boy? If you tried playing this 4K on 4GB RAM, I think... I think you might cause a bit of an explosion. Don't try it. To be honest, Assassin's Creed Unity Syndicate playing as Jack the Ripper and Origins had the best story gameplay in history. Odyssey would have been... I'm not a huge fan of Syndicate in a lot of ways, because the Jack the Ripper DLC, they gave away the identity of Jack the Ripper within the first 20 minutes. So there's no mystery to it. Whereas with Jack the Ripper, there should have been a mystery. Who is this guy? Who is this mysterious figure? I don't want to know who he is until the end. And then it turns out he's someone who's been in your face all along, you know? That would have been fucking sick. As long as it's not Jacob Fry. No, first 20 minutes in, they reveal his identity as Jack the Lad. Doesn't even have an interesting identity. He's just a bloke who existed according to Jacob Fry's let's train this kid because he's troubled. Yeah, great idea sort of business. And as much as there's a psychological thing to it, they could have made it so that there was like two parts to it. Finding out who Jack the Ripper was, and then finding out what he wanted. And finding out what he wanted, in that they could have done all that they did. They didn't really go over finding out who Jack the Ripper is, essentially. There could have been the mystery there. It could have gone for a while. It would have been sick, you know. I don't think Jack the Ripper DLC was... I think it was a good concept that was executed not too well, but if I played it back now, I reckon I'd have a lot more appreciation for it, considering Odyssey. So, you know, I guess we'll give that a go at some point. But they could have done so much more than they did with it, and I'll stand by that. And as a result, I'm not the biggest fan of Jack the Ripper, but... And Syndicate in general, because I'm in Quebec again, you know. They like to derail Assassin's Creed. And with Syndicate, sometimes, as much as I can appreciate Syndicate is a decent, enjoyable experience, and believe me, Syndicate is a decent game, there were just points where I thought, I can't get the thought out of my head that this game is just taking the piss. You know, it felt like a mockery of Assassin's Creed, like a parody as opposed to an actual thing. Now, Odyssey feels more like a parody, to be honest, than Syndicate does by a mile. So again, I feel as if I'd have more appreciation in hindsight. This is a weird shaped gaff, isn't it? Fuck me, who's that guy? Maybe Jacob became the Ripper to further his bisexuality. Yeah, that would make sense. You mean recolored version of Assassin's Creed 1? Joinks. Looking back on Unity is not a bad game at all. I mean, yeah, definitely not, because it's all patched now. There's still a lot of bugs in it, but at the same time, they're not nearly as prominent or game breaking as they were before. And as a result, it's quite a playable experience on your hands here. So Unity playable is quite fun, you know. I'm enjoying this, just running around tripping people up, killing them. You know how it goes. Let's do a bit of stealthy. Yeah, there you go. I failed. What? Where did that lovely man come from? I've killed all your mates. What are you gonna do? I fucked it, I missed. Come and fight me, boys. It's me versus you now, big axe man. No, it's me. Still very happy Fishy watches the same kind of shows as me, to be honest. Epic times. How long do you think you're going to stream? I don't know. Probably an extra half an hour from now. I'd imagine, something like that. So that's what I'm thinking. I need to find a shop. Let's find a shop. I must do the bits of the shopping team. Fisher, I know you might be asked this plenty, but what games are you interested in that are coming out soon? Well, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is up there as one that I'm looking forward to. I have no doubts that Ubisoft will want to announce Watch Dogs 3, and as much as Ubisoft isn't exactly my most favourable company ever, I do look forward to seeing what they do next with Watch Dogs, especially considering Watch Dogs 2 wasn't the best in my opinion. Although at the same time, I think we can all agree it was a bit of a funny one. So I do look forward to finding out more about Watch Dogs 3, which I'm sure they will announce, because according to Kotaku and Jason Schreier, they confirmed that it's going to London, and usually Kotaku know their bits when they're talking about this kind of shit. So I have no doubts that Watch Dogs 3 will see London, and I reckon it'll probably be coming out this year, because there's no way they're not going to release a major AAA title in... There's no way they're not going to release a major AAA title that everyone's expecting in a year. So if they don't have Assassin's Creed, then it's going to be Watch Dogs, isn't it? It's just how it is. So I have no doubts that that'll be announced at like E3 or maybe next month, because they announced Watch Dogs 2 in May. I reckon it'll probably be next month to E3, and there's that. Why does it cost 22.5 grand to get medicine? Have you seen Endgame yet? No, I haven't. Don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil Endgame for me, or I will stab your cat. Although at the same time, someone already has, so I know all of it. I'm just saying, don't spoil it for people, probably more than me. Killing the messenger without being seen is impossible. Don't understand why they've done it like that. I mean, I wasn't trying very hard to not be seen there. I was literally standing on a on the raised banking there. It's my own fault, really, but you know what I mean. Bang. Not the only one anymore. Oh, Marcus is about. I'll just go around killing all the Creeds and Templars are getting in his way. So none of the Creed and Templars have no choice but to work together. Damn, healthcare is expensive as fuck. Yeah, you're telling me. I live in the UK. It's at the moment it's nationalised, not private, so it's just taxes at the moment. So it isn't that bad. So it's not that bad. Even bread is expensive. What's your favourite Rockstar franchise? I don't know. I just realised you were talking about the game. I was talking about the UK. That's funny. But yeah, healthcare in this game is expensive. It's a lot for medicine for some reason. I think it's because they want you to suffer. They want to make the game harder than it is, sort of deal. But yeah, still, I don't understand why healthcare is so expensive. What do you think of Days Gone, Fishy? I think it's a very a very bare bones sort of experience. It's not a bad game, but it struggles with a lot of things that Assassin's Creed Odyssey struggles with, actually. A lot of the quests I've noticed are essentially the same filler. You know, you go here, you liberate 9 people from a camp. There's a bit of story to it, to be fair. You've got conversations. You've got a good protagonist. He's compelling as a character, not as compelling as he could be. But yeah, Deacon is a compelling character, and I mean, it's Sam Witwer, so he's quite a good guy. But I mean, Sam Witwer is fucking everywhere, so you know, at the same time, he's got to be a bit more unique, if you know. But who knows? But all in all, I think Days Gone is it's just a bare bones experience at the moment. I'm not disliking it though, and it's got a really nice photo mode. So like, you have like loads of advanced options in a photo mode, which I haven't seen be done before. So I think this thing's pretty sick. Look at this man. It looks like he's about to tell. It looks like he's about to tell me about his time at war. Why don't you stream on Twitch, Fishy? Because my audience is on YouTube, so streaming on Twitch would be counterproductive. I would like to, but Twitch is just a really lonely platform that I can't get into at all, because it's just so unhelpful to people starting out. So is YouTube, to be fair. There's no real ways to start growing on Twitch. It just happens by accident. Problem is with Twitch, though, as well, is something that YouTube introduced. But back when I got my started getting monetized, it wasn't the case for me. Was, you know, you had to wait until a certain amount before you could do anything, a certain amount of followers, whatever, and it was just impossible to grow on Twitch. It just is. It's very rare that you'll find someone who actually manages on Twitch, unfortunately. Woonity. Just gonna tweet that with Woonity. He's posing for photo mod. He is. He's having a right wank. He's doing it right as well. He's sitting there being a beautiful man. French people, you can't get enough of them. Oh Jesus, there's a bit of a delay there. We dropped some frames. 20 frames have been dropped in total. That's 2/3 of an entire second's worth, considering I'm only streaming at 30 frames per second. Okay, 8th time I ask, do you think the franchise should go back to basics or keep going down the path of RPG? I feel as if going back to basics would be a very fundamentally flawed experience, considering that technology has advanced a lot. So going back to basics would wind up being a very bare bones experience, unfortunately. So I don't think they're going to stay in the RPG period, either, like this RPG direction either. I think they're going to go on to something else and bring it on. Who knows? So I reckon they'll develop it into something else. So they'll have to evolve Assassin's Creed as opposed to go back to basics. They need to evolve it to make it better, if you will. But yeah, who knows? They might stay in the RPG era for a while yet. At the very least, I want to give it a whack. I'm actually going to Paris in 2 weeks. That's pretty sick. I haven't left the UK in years. I probably should at some point. It's been one of them ones. I've had no reason to travel. I'm not a huge fan of it. You know, I like to stay at home. I get homesick easily, so you know, I like to. You know, it's just one of them ones. I reckon France is somewhere I'll wind up going back to, though. I've been to France several times. I've been through Paris. I haven't really stopped in Paris, but I've been through it. Didn't see very much because we're on the little motorway that goes through the city, but we did see, you know, your obvious landmarks on the way through. Hello, boy. How you doing? Thank you for answering. No worries. But yeah, I've been to France a few times. The only other places I've actually been outside of the UK are Andorra and Spain. So I need to get some more. I need to get some more locations under my belt. I reckon other abodes would be sick. Everyone in chat, if you enjoy the stream, please like and subscribe. There's enough kids for him here, XD. Oh no. Pedophile joke in 2019. Oh, how your humour has not evolved, Tom. What is this? What is this? What the fuck is this? Boy. Killed by science. Didn't know I still had murder mysteries to do. Alexander Loisak in his 30s, nicely dressed, a gaping hole pierces completely through his chest from front to back. He's surprised expression in his face, which means he kid. Me, I would do such a thing, but I wouldn't fucking do this, would I? I like how that's in the way. New location, park. Let me read the fucking letter, please. They should really... Appears to have been dropped by the victim. Dear Alexandra, it is with great joy and excitement that I accept your invitation to meet on the 13th Thermidor at noon, exactly near the famous cannon in the Palais Royal. On the letter is the recipient's address, 7 Rue de la Monnuie. It's here. Oh my shitting god. That is not the victim's house. That is a weird sign in the ground. A charming bouquet of fresh flowers. The solar cannon. Oh, we're already at this meeting place. So it's whomever is at the other abode.
Saw the young man waiting over there, holding a bouquet of flowers. Then bam! Very upsetting, as you can imagine. I did notice one thing. The cannon usually points in a different direction.
Yes, it would point that way, wouldn't it?
We had a rendezvous. I arrived at the stroke of noon, and that cannon suddenly fired. He was instantly killed. As far as I know, he hadn't an enemy in the world.
So he was shot because the cannon fired through him. Okay. I'm surprised he didn't go flying.
Shot and all the screaming. I'm the inventor of that cannon, you know. Quite ingenious, I think. Unfortunate business of the killing, but it will bring attention to my invention. I heard the shot and all the screaming. I'm the inventor of that cannon, you know. Quite ingenious, I think. Unfortunate business, the killing, but it will bring attention to my invention.
He's got a motive there.
I use my ingenuity to make things work, young man. Not to blow holes in passers-by.
Okay, so he's not the man who killed. Because I'd believe him, based on the fact that he's still defensive even though I've accused him. Oh, there's more men. More lads and men.
Last night, I did manage to wake up and I swear I saw somebody fiddling with the cannon. Then he limped away. Cripple, I guess. I can't tell.
Let's go over here because it's a cripple. It's not going to be whoever that woman was. Jesus Christ, man. Stab. Excuse me. I'm gonna plug a YouTuber now, Lasers and Fishy. You're plugging me on my own channel. I feel blessed. Burp. I am the pussy monster and I kill people. You watch Game of Thrones episode by episode or wait for the whole season to get out? I'm watching it episode by episode, not taking any fucking chances with the Game of Thrones there. It's been a long wait, hasn't it? I want to experience it with everyone else and not like have people on Twitter like, oh shit, you know. And I don't want any of that. I just want to experience it episode by episode. Otherwise, something will get spoiled by somebody who assumes that because I've said I've watched it means that I've watched the recent season. when that's how it should be in theory. So I'd just watch it. Letter. Victim's house. Letter from victim's friend. Oh, I suggest a romantic lunch in the Palais Royal. A daytime tete-a-tete, what the fuck, is always fresh and invigorating. Meet her at the park just as the solar cannon is to fire. This would surely be an exciting way to start a rendezvous. Oh, it's an accident. It's a fucking accident, boys. But I have a theory, right? I have a solid theory as to who it might have been. My nan. It was my nan. It's on season 2 of Game of Thrones. Well, get cracking. What's that? Just remember, Alexandria, that if I ever were to discover, even suspect that you were seeing someone else, I would not take it well. Be warned, then. My love for you is strong. Scientific competition. The Academy of Sciences announced a patriotic competition. The winner shall be that chemist who demonstrates a workable method of increasing the stability of explosive powders. The winning method will be used in service of valorous armies of the Republic. Entrants must apply to prefect citizen Jugono at the Collège de Quatre. Your mum's dead. Right, let's go. Let's investigate this next area. Do 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 do. Who spoiled Endgame for you? What does it matter? I don't know. I banned them. His own fault for live streaming without seeing it. Well, you've got to understand one thing, right? I've got to work. I can't just stop working in between the release of that film and when I actually go to bloody see it. I've still got to work. I think anyone who spoils anything is still an arsehole. It's hardly my own fault there. I mean, I should have expected it, and I did. I just had to get my head down and get going. The internet is too dangerous. Yeah, there are too many arseholes on the internet. Too many people who want to ruin things for people. I don't understand why you want to ruin something for someone. Why would you just spoil a game for, or a film or whatever for someone? Or a TV series even. Why would you do that? Why would you fucking bother? Let someone experience it. I think a lot of people don't understand that telling people spoilers is what spoils a film. A lot of them must be young, but like, bam, this happens, this happens, this happens. It's sick. You know? It's like, thanks for not letting me experience that on my own. This game was one of my favourites. Yeah, it's one of them ones. It's just a fun time running around doing bits. Okay, where am I now? Listen, fuck off. There we go. We dealt with them. They're dead. Who's about? Who's ear of use? Why, hello.
My time is much too important to answer impertinent questions. Address yourself to my aide-de-camp.
Whoever you are, take care to speak to Citizen de Frolois with greatest respect. He is a veteran of the Corsican campaign, and his military prowess is only matched by his scientific expertise in chemistry and ballistics.
He's got expertise in ballistics.
Good morning, citizen. I'm afraid that we cannot accept any more entries into the contest. However, you can still make a monetary pledge to the revolutionary cause. Just sign here.
Trying to read that. Robert Rousseau, or Rousseau, or however you pronounce that. Can Can the notifications get out of the way of the thing I'm trying to fucking read, please? Official contenders for the gunpowder formula. Get out of my way, Institute clerk. Gunpowder formula competition. Antoine. I'm gonna accuse this dick.
My time is much too important to answer
Moron.
questions.
Moron.
Address yourself
Stinky
to a
fucking moron.
It was a stupid mistake. My only thought was to disrupt an experiment. But I am the most deserving scientist. Just look at how ingenious was my plot.
Ha! Of course it was that guy. I have no idea who he was. It's always going to be the guy who doesn't answer your questions. Why does he fucking confess, though? If he said no, like, according to the logic of this game, had he just gone, no, it wasn't me, I would have just had to get on my way, because that's how the game is designed.
My only thought was to disrupt an experiment. But I am the most deserving scientist. Just look at how ingenious was my plot.
Sleeping dickhead.
Any fool could have figured that one out, I imagine. Still, take a weapon if you like.
I got 250 livers for that one. I got a blunderbuss. Okay, that makes it feel a bit more worth it, if I'm being honest with you. A fucking blunderbuss, mate. But I'm still not going to use it, am I? No, because that would be gay. Shay Cumack. Shay Cumack and stab me. I just wanted to ask, is there a chance that I could get moded because I've been here for a long time now? It's not exactly how it works. It's people that I trust. Usually people who don't ask to get the moderator position that I consider for moderator, unfortunately. Hello Ethan, how are you? Losing my will to live. Feeling amazing. How are you, Amir? That's the thing I hate about Unity, overwhelming UI in your face. Yes, it's not the most overwhelming UI I've ever seen. Horizon Zero Dawn is much worse for overwhelming you with HUD. You've just got 4 things going on here. When you're not, like, I think the design of the UI is a bit shaky in this game. Because your notifications and the thing you're trying to read are in the same place, so the notifications just go over it and inconvenience you. But on the HUD, you've got your controls in the top right corner. In the top left, you've got your health bar. You've got your map in the bottom left, and then you've got your gear in the bottom right. No different to most Assassin's Creed games, to be fair. I'll stab the man. Arna did not kill civilians. Well, you told me to kill him, didn't you, you bastard? Why are you going back on that? There we go. Here in Kenya it is 5 PM, indeed. What time is it here? Nearly 4 PM. I just lose track of time. Yeah, it would be 4 PM when I wrapped up, wouldn't it? Would be 4 PM, sorry, at a 2 hour mark. Don't know how long I'll go for. We'll see. What do you want, dick cheese? I mean, I'd say the easiest path towards getting mod is probably joining the Discord. You could get it, but I doubt it. Don't doubt it. That's just the way to go through it at this point. You got to go through the Discord. I didn't want to like ask or beg you for mod, but I want to know how I could get modded. But I'll join the Discord, be a chill lad with the boys, and we'll see, shall we? We sort of nominate mods. It's a weird system, but I set it up. Because I like sophisticated shit, but we do it in our own discretion. You won't know if you're being considered for it. Like, it's part of the job. We don't tell people it compromises their behaviour. We want somebody who's naturally quite chilled for the mod position. So join the Discord, see what happens. Why do you want mod? Just be yourself and don't try too hard to get mod. Exactly. So you don't want to try too hard to get mod, otherwise you'll never get it, because that's the kind of people you don't want for mod, essentially. Can you mod my mother? I would, but I don't think your mother's going to show up somehow. So I wouldn't mod my mother unless my mother showed up. Then I'd give her a moderator position and be like, ban people. She'd be like, what? I've got so much power! Fuck it. Man, say what you want, but Unity's parkour is spicy. Oh yeah, I like the parkour in this game. It is spicy. Makes me want to eat spicy breakfast. Spicy breakfast. Fuck me. I actually am in the mood for something spicy at the moment. Thank you for that one. I call that a dodgy Dallas chicken. We've got a takeaway around here called Dallas chicken. It's quite dodgy, so we call it Dodgy Dallas. They deliver some nice meals most of the time, but sometimes they just deliver a dodgy meal, and it's like, Dodgy Dallas. Dodgy Dallas. You've been cursed with a Dodgy Dallas. Dallas pigeon. What happened, boy? Mod your nan. I would mod my nan, but she's mental. My other nan is dead. Mod bisexual people? Nah. There. Mm. Admitted big gay. Yes. I love these lines where we just talk shit about each other for I don't understand. Let's fuck. Let's not. That message got held for review, so nobody's gonna see it, but okay. Unless someone approved it. But I don't know. I think Connor's the only other assassin that looks good in Shay's outfit. Maybe. I think the only person that looks good in Shay's outfit is Shay. There we go. Do you think the Eagle Vision should come back, or is a Senu copycat enough? I'd honestly like Eagle Vision back, to be honest. I find it funny that there are games out there, loads of games out there now with Eagle Vision in it, and the only game that comes out in a year that doesn't have Eagle Vision in it is the game that invented it. It's quite amusing. I think innovating Eagle Vision was the right move, and I like the controllable eagle concept in a way. If you stop thinking about it, it's quite useful. But I think it's had its time. It's time to go back to something a bit more fundamental. Shit, I forgot to subscribe there. I think you are underrated. Thank you very much. Edward Kenway's outfit just looks really nice in Unity for some reason. It looks okay. I prefer just looking like a regular geezer, to be honest with you. I like the customization a bit more on the outfits. You should make a video about the worst outfit character combos in Assassin's Creed. No, I don't think I will, because I don't have any ideas about that one on the top of my head. Be like running around as Connor dressed as as Alexios. That's actually quite funny. In the Assassin's Creed 3 remaster. Hello, it is me. I'm here to save the day. Hey Mario. Is Mario even still here? Save the day, boy. I must kill this man without being seen. I just want to kill a messenger without being seen. Oh, I have an idea. That was not the idea. That might be. Ah, hit him. Fight me, bastard. I'm just fucking with this guy. Would you like to see an Assassin's Creed game similar to Arno's story with Elise? Not really. Do you think Assassin's Creed should go back to the roots overall and commit to one character and one studio? I don't know. I think they should commit to one character over the course of several games like they did with Ezio, but that character's got to make a good first impression. So, and they don't know what to do with those. And since they can't wait to find out, they just choose not to risk it. But I think they should definitely consider doing something along those lines. What's he wearing around his wrist? What? Hidden blade. What would you wear around your wrist if you were an assassin? Just change the colours. You play. These colours are just called you play. I'm in you play colours. What colour is that? You play. Yes, lovely. Do you beat your meat? Sometimes. Make a video on the Cult of Cosmos explained. I don't want to try to explain Odyssey. It hurts to do. Because I know that I'm just being an apologist for a game that's really doing wrong by me. It's it. Trying to explain off Odyssey is just that. Fight me then, bastards. Can you change Shay's outfit? What? I'm not playing as Shay. What? What character would you play as in Borderlands 3? I don't know, I haven't really looked into Borderlands 3. I want to go in with as low expectations as possible. That way I can enjoy Borderlands 3. Because I feel as if I get too invested in the hype period for that game, I'll regret it when it comes to actually playing it. I reckon at E3 there'll be a bit of Borderlands 3 stuff to enjoy. That'll be great. I was going to make a video about Borderlands 3 post-announcement, but I thought, you know what? Nah, you know. Yeah, if you've seen your videos of where AC Origins was coming out, good to see you're still doing your thing. I'm trying my best. I've come to the conclusion that I'm fucking mental, so it's kind of evolved. Just imagine how great a really well done Assassin's Creed game with great lifelike graphics and realistic gameplay and combat, like New Ghost of Tsushima but with Assassin's Creed. And give it a good story, and there you go, amazing Assassin's Creed game. I don't understand what's so difficult with Ubisoft at the moment. Assassin's Creed Unity looks beat in the morning time with fog. Sorry, looks best, not beat. Looks best in the morning time with foggy weather. Look at that. That man, he gets up to it and he goes, "We are fly." He's gonna go for it, I reckon. He's gonna go flying. Is he gonna go flying? I reckon he is. I reckon someone is. Maybe. Do it. No, do it. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna go up here. Hello, boys. Listen to me. I need to communicate with all of you about my bits. I'm sorry. If you climbed a lamppost like that, you would get some eyeballs, because that takes skill that humans just don't possess. That is called the finesse of gods. Nah, you don't. Who wants a fucking fight? There we go. I did them all in. What if they said Odyssey wasn't canon? I wouldn't give a shit. If they decanonized Odyssey, I wouldn't feel anything. I'd be like, good, that's it. Is there a way I could donate through SMS? No, there isn't, unfortunately. I didn't think to set up an SMS donation thing because I didn't realise people still did it. Besides from donations for charity and things, which I don't have any charitable causes going on at the moment. As much as I'd love to do some charity stuff, you know, it'd be great. I just haven't, you know. But that wasn't your question. Thanos loves Arno. That's not your lamppost. You're right. Da da da. Da 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 na na. Na na na. No, 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 no. I'm sorry, I had a spasm. My brain couldn't stop. I had to do it. Jimmy forced me. So I guess next we're going to want to revisit Syndicate, aren't we? Which should be alright. Hope. When's the next episode out? The next episode of what? Where does The Witcher 3 rank on your top 10 games of all time? Like right at the top, alongside Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm going to say. Which do you prefer, Watch Dogs Dark Tone or Watch Dogs 2 Hipster Hackers? I prefer the Dark Tone of Watch Dogs. I think it needed some tweaking and some work, but I reckon they can really thrive with that. And if they go into London, then they're going to need quite a dark tone because London's quite a gritty place. It's not necessarily crime-filled or whatever. I mean, it's just a gritty styled place. It would really suit a gritty atmosphere. So I do look forward to Watch Dogs 3 whenever that gets announced. Hopefully it'll either be E3 this year or next month because they announced Watch Dogs 2 in May of 2016, didn't they? So who knows? I reckon we'll know some bits, and if it doesn't get announced, it'll get a leak. So we'll know something. There'll be a leak or something. So hopefully, we'll see. Is Jacob bi for real? I don't think so. I think it was just like a joke by Assassin's Creed's 4chan account. I think it was just a fan speculation, and to shut people up, Ubisoft went, yeah, he's bisexual, he can be bisexual, why the fuck not? And, yeah, fair enough. I can't do this ever, because there's no way to not be seen, you just have to run and kill the guard. Hello, boy. Fight me then. James probably blocked me because I was insulting him. I mean, if you were insulting him, can you blame him? AC Vikings or AC and Ancient Rome, which do you prefer? I'd take either. I literally don't care at all. It's not a Bayek sequel, the Rome game, so as much as it's a missed opportunity, I don't give much of a shit. So a Vikings game would be just as good, but I think they shouldn't have skipped out on Rome first if they're going to do Vikings. But who knows? Who cares? It'll be alright. Vikings, sick time. I know they're doing Vikings, so I've got to kind of be at peace with the setting, at the very least. I think I owe that to the game. So yeah, why not? Fishy, keep up the channel, buddy. I'm doing my best. I'm keeping up the work. I'm trying my hardest. It's one of them ones. Why haven't you noticed? Notice what? But I actually like Jack the Ripper DLC for Syndicate. In hindsight, I think there's a lot they could have done with it that they didn't do. But I can appreciate the DLC. I'll give it that. But yeah, I reckon next stream I'll revisit Syndicate, and that'll be a good time. And then we can just, you know, be happy boys. But pubic lies. pubic spice. But yeah, I think we've kind of reached the end of the tether with this stream, haven't we? Because we've been going for 2 hours now, just doing nothing. But yeah, so next stream, I reckon, well, we will at some point revisit Syndicate. I'll have to reinstall it first, but I don't know when that'll be. Fishy, that video yesterday with Johnny since was really funny. What? I don't understand. And it was really recent, Jenster. You're trying your hardest and doing a great job. Yeah. I'm trying my best, but what can you do? Still got more work to do yet. This never stops. So, it's one of those ones. So next time we'll revisit Syndicate. We'll have a fun time with that game. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But thank you all for watching this stream. Or if you're watching it back as a video, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff. I'd really appreciate it. Explain Cult of Cosmos right now. The Cult of Cosmos exists and is a thing. In Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it existed in ancient Greece and did Greek stuff. It essentially just was there to worship some man, and who the fuck cares? So there you go. So Mario wanted to play co-op with you, but you had to refuse, didn't you? I couldn't be asked with co-op. I did one mission and I was like, nah, my head hurts. I'm just gonna fuck this up for people. Let's leave it. I ship Johnny Sins with Ethan. I don't understand. Who's Johnny Sins? I'm confused. But yeah, I'll see you all very soon with another video or stream at some point. But until then, boys, goodbye. 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 Ha ha ha.